I just realized I left that in here. Now you can hear me. Oh, what's up, Keanu? Thank you for the compliment. I believe that's a compliment. And Uncle Freddie, also, thank you for the wow. I appreciate you. Thank you, Zand. I appreciate you. Name, what up, brother? Oh, Slay Queen, thank you, Rich, thank you. Appreciate you. You like my double end bag that I bought? I got this yesterday. It's really hard. All right, so that's 3 sets done. Yeah, isn't that thing awesome? And I fixed the heavy bag. I don't know if you remember me breaking the heavy bag. We're doing back, mainly back, some shoulders too. A little bit of shoulders. So how was y'all's weekend? I took the weekend off, as you know. How many cans of C4 do you got? 3. By the way, I'm Duckies. Why'd your account get deleted? I got too much stuff in my garage to have any of that. Bro, you don't even know the half of it. I went through probably, I call it a decade-long bulk, but it was more of a decade-long bout of depression. But I wouldn't call it that because I'm too tough to call it that. I'd say that I was just down in the dumps and I kept on trying to distract myself with different projects. And so this garage completely filled up with random stuff that I just abandoned in place. And so I've been cleaning it out and remembering all those things that I was so passionate about at the time. And then I just throw it away. Thanks, Jeff. We've all been there. We can't stay there. You can be there, and there's no shame in being there. But staying there, that's different. There's shame in that. And it'll eat at you. Okay, we'll go back. We're gonna do 3 more sets. It's gonna be the normal grip, wide grip, and whatever this is, alternate grip, I'll call it. There's got car, engine, motorcycle parts, kids' bikes all over the place. Yeah, I feel that, brother. Thank you, Geo Warrior. I appreciate you. Get an electric dirt bike, like a Sur-Ron. I was at Bachelor Pad Man Cave once. Long in the time, before time, yeah. More caffeine. Yeah, those Sur-Rons look pretty cool. I think I would probably enjoy having one. But I seen a YouTube video that scared me away from electric bikes, for now at least. I think it was a couple years ago, but a guy was at an intersection and his bike burnt up. The battery started on fire while he was riding it. But that was, I think, a few years ago. I'm sure they've optimized or whatever since. But yeah, that always creeps me out a little bit. Oh wow. They got a lot of them out there. Are they all driving them Sur-Rons? No speed limit because it's not CC. Oh, because it doesn't have an engine. I'm wondering, I'm assuming there's going to be an equivalent. There's a horsepower. All electric motors have a horsepower. Oh, I missed. That's what I like about this thing, because it'll make you keep your balance. Because if you miss, well, even if you hit it, you still got to keep your balance because it's not a heavy bag. You can't throw all your weight into it and depend on that pushback to keep your balance. So I like that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Look at my Skelly boy. You see Skelly boy over there? Don't know the kind they go by, but pretty fast. They look like the badass kind. Yeah, the only kind I know of is called Sur-Ron. All right, so we got 4 sets done of 10. We have 2 more. I'm gonna do wide grip and then whatever that alternate grip. That's what we're calling it, alternate grip. It's the modern version of the Sen in Karate Kid. What's that? The Sen. Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about what the kid rode on? My arms are tired. My lats are feeling it. Oh yeah, those were cool as hell. Those little mini bikes. Okay, alternate grip, that's all I got left for these freaking pull-ups. I'm gonna take a little more break, a little longer break. Thirty more seconds. I've been playing Kenshi, and man, I'm addicted to it. I'm absolutely addicted to that game. I've been kidnapped, I've been turned into a slave. I've been eaten alive by these things called hivers. They need to make a new one with a better engine and cooling system, yeah. Those little Hondas were awesome. I had it was a three-wheeler, but I had a little Honda, and the style of it looked a lot like those trail bikes. Like early 90s, late 80s style. Okay, pull-ups are done. Pull-ups are done. Not a UK boxer and not a boxer. Just a guy who works out in his garage. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that Kenshi game is amazing. It's crazy. Look up some YouTube videos about it. It's the weirdest game I've ever played. But I mean, I'm addicted to it. I've stayed up past 9 o'clock. I stayed up past 10. I was up, it was like 10:44. And I realized what time it was and I'm like, oh my God. I was dead tired. I laid down and went straight to sleep. 10:44, that's probably the latest I've stayed up in 6 months. I'm usually asleep by 10 because that's what I tell everybody. Be in bed by 9, asleep by 10, awake by 6. Well, I was in bed by 10:45, asleep by 10:46, and I woke up at about 7 something. I usually wake up, I never use an alarm clock, usually wake up 5:50, 5:56 maybe. And this morning I didn't, it was an hour late. What up, Loud Thunder? But yeah, I stayed up all freaking night playing Kenshi. 10:44 p.m. Ridiculous. But yeah, I laid down at 10:45 and I swear to God I was asleep by 10:46. In bed by 3, wake up. Oh, that ain't good for gains, bro. That's very bad for your gains. Nice tat. Thank you much. I appreciate you. Rebel XP. I like that name. I think it's cool sounding. We're gonna do lat pull down or pull over. Bring you guys a little bit closer so you can actually see what's going on. There, now you're not so crooked. No sleep. No, you gotta get in bed. You gotta sleep. It's very, very important. What up, Reactor? Come on. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you tell them. Sleep is extremely important. $4K watch hours by Friday. Oh, good. Hell yeah. Still got more energy at 3:30? Hell no. Out of sleep, wind drunk, awake from caffeine. Don't do that kind. Don't do that kind. Why? I love those. Two to 3 weeks if not less. Why don't you like these, Rich? What's wrong with these? These get your lats. Oof. I can feel that stretch right there. Oof. And I can feel a real good pinch right there. Love you too, brother. It's hard to hold my arms up. For some reason, my shoulders hurt too. I think my shoulders are hurting from boxing or from hitting the heavy bag and hitting this every day. I think just from keeping my hands up here, my shoulders almost need to take a break just from punching for a while. But I'm thinking my shoulders will get used to it. I'm just waiting for that to happen. Been a few weeks now. What up, Zakia Seret? What do you do for work besides train for Mr. Universe? I'm a PLC programmer. I'm an automation engineer. I've had a lot of different titles with the same career. I've been called a controls engineer. I've been called a control system specialist. And I've also been called an automation engineer. But basically, all of the automatic processes that you see on like how it's made, conveyors that move by them, or conveyors that move automatically. Like let's say they take like Amazon, right? I've done shipping things like Amazon. I've done airport luggage systems. Anything that needs to make automated decisions, I program that stuff. They're called PLCs, Programmable Logic Controller. And that's 99% of the industry, like General Motors, Fiat Chrysler America. I've done those. Ford, Tesla, anything that's manufacturing, pretty much everything has automation to some degree. So yeah, that's what I do. Nowadays I work from home most of the time. I used to travel the country and commission and install new systems. But now I work for a very, very large frozen pizza plant, and I'm the guy, if you know what I mean. I started that stuff in 2016, so I've been doing it for 10 years. And I've been at my current job for 2 years. Before that, I was an integrator for 7 years. You ever got like HelloFresh? Have you ever heard of HelloFresh? There's the boxes that they send the meals in, they're insulated. And yeah, I know you're 16. Tough job for a big. Shouldn't you make more money though? Yeah, I think I should. If you've ever had HelloFresh, there's insulation panels on the inside of the boxes, and some of them are called Temper-Pak or Climacell. I did their main line in Richmond. I did their main line in Las Vegas. And then Fresno, California, I did McDonald's McDouble patties, and I did the quarter pounders. So I can attest, there's no pink slime, there's nothing like that. The only stuff that they do add is frozen product, and they can only add up to 10% of frozen product. Maybe it's 14% now, because I think they raised that. But frozen product is basically their super cheap stuff. And the quarter pounders have no frozen product ever. The quarter pounders are never frozen. I automated the process that goes from hunks of cow ground up into quarter pounder patties and packaged. I've seen the whole line. I automated the process that fills. It grinds up all the meat, mixes it together to make the fat percentage correctly, and then it feeds these things called patty formers. And the patty formers controlled themselves, and after that, the packaging line was all somebody else. But I did everything up to the packaging line. I also did everything up to the spiral freezers on McDouble patties. So the McDouble patties, my system would mix the meat together, make the fat percentage right, grind it, spit it out into like a, have you ever seen the old school Play-Doh things where you push it out and it oozes out like spaghetti strings? That's kind of how the ground beef looks when it comes out of these giant mixer grinders, giant steel blenders that have a grind head on the end of them. And all these screws on the inside force the meat into this grinder, and the grinder spits it out like spaghetti slurries. Not slurries, but they look like spaghetti strands. You know, like whenever you go to the grocery store and you see the ground beef that has the overwrap and it has that squiggly looking texture, that's from the grinder shoving it out of those little holes. And so my system would shove that out onto a conveyor belt. That conveyor belt would feed 4 different things called patty formers. It would form the McDouble patties, and then it would go straight into a thing called spiral freezer. And they would immediately be frozen and go up this spiral freezer, go down this other spiral freezer, come out, hit a packaging line. Some age demographics. Say it, no. If it's bad, I'll get rid of it. Yeah. But no, I swear to God, that guy, I think the guy's dead now, Grant Imahara, he was on Mythbusters. He visited the plant, it's on YouTube, he visited the plant that I worked at. But it was before I took over and completely redid their whole system. And that system was a nightmare at first. At first we were not even producing like half of what it did before we upgraded it. And then after, it was doing almost double. So it was a true upgrade, but it took a lot of logic adjustments. Let's just say that. All right, one more set of these. Okay. I like this channel, so I'm gonna be a good noodle. Okay, I'll say a joke, then get rid of it. Okay, go ahead. Oh man, I missed it. God dang it. How bad was it? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard it before. Yeah, we can't say those jokes anymore that you heard when you were a kid. Well, I heard when I was a kid. Can't say those anymore. You'll get big trouble. Big trouble. Especially if you say them on the internet. People don't even say them in person anymore. I probably have. Yeah, go ahead and delete that one. Oh, that is fucked up. You're messed up. Jeez, man, you're messed up. Can't believe you. No, if you ask me, the truth is, everybody in this world is prejudiced. Because there's no way that you look at something and don't immediately have judgment about it or somebody. There's no way immediately you have some sort of judgment no matter what. You hear somebody's name and you judge that. Not on purpose, but you do subconsciously judge before you even meet somebody. That is just my opinion. I think that, if I see somebody who is wearing a wife beater and has a Bud Light can and has a Dale Earnhardt hat on, I will probably think that they might live in a trailer or something, right? That is prejudging, but everybody is guilty of it. I'm not going to assume that that's definitely true, but I'm going to think that the probability is there. You know what I mean? It's just probable. If somebody has a certain hairstyle, I might prejudge them. And then, you know what? Sometimes I'm freaking surprised. Sometimes I'm like, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Whenever I'm surprised, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm like, oh wow, that guy looks like a hippie, but he's pretty neat. Like, he's just a normal, nice dude. He's not weird and not like talking about crystals and stuff. You know, that kind of stuff. I'm being very safe right now, as you can tell. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I am. Boom. That took too long. How many subs do you need to go live? I think 50. I can't remember. I had enough before I ever wanted to go live. I used to be chubby. And just on my computer all the time. And the only things that I would upload were when I had to fix my freaking car or when I would do some game development crap. Oh, I gotta move this. It is 50, I'm pretty sure. Okay, you. I think he meant thank you. Why the Queen, bro? Yeah, he is a UK fighter. No, I'm not a fighter at all, guy. I promise you that. Maybe a street fighter. Maybe just a street fighter. What up, Icy? How you doing? Check out my new thing. I did that on purpose. That was totally on purpose. But isn't that neat? Isn't that cool? Wrestle Greco style. Hey, you would get along with Mr. Rich. Check out Mr. Rich's channel. He wrestles too. Oh yeah, you gotta do it with the @ sign, and you gotta do filter by channel. I've never seen Life, the movie. I love Bernie Mac though. He was good in Bad Santa. He was also good in Transformers. Remember when he was the sales guy in Transformers? He did amazing on that one. Heck yeah. Are you from Korea or where are you from, LA? That's hard. You got cauliflower ear? I do. I don't have cauliflower ear. I wore headgear. And I quit high school my sophomore year. Have you seen those guys? Have you seen those guys that are smashing their ears between plates to give themselves cauliflower ear? Have you guys seen that? Oh, you're just not hanging around the right girls, bro. Yeah, there's people that are smashing their ears with weight plates to give themselves cauliflower ear to look tough. Oh, you're in LA. Come to LA, find Korean hammers. That's me, I'll hook you guys up. That's cool as hell. Korean hammers. Ice, ice. Ice, ice. Ice, ice. Ice, ice. Yeah, we understand everything you say, LA. You seem pretty cool, brother. You were in the Navy? That's awesome. So was my dad. I was never allowed to go in the military. I tried, but they wouldn't accept my credentials. I got in trouble when I was a kid, and because of my possession of marijuana charges, my GED didn't cut it. I had to get something called the GED Plus. And I wasn't willing to do that. And also, because of my possession of marijuana charges, I took something called the ASVAB, and they said I scored so high on it that I could have got any job I wanted to. But because I got charged with possession twice when I was a kid, I could not have security clearance for anything but infantry. I was going to be an air traffic controller. That's what I wanted to do. And they said, no, you can only be infantry because your charges, you can't get security clearance to be air traffic controller. I got a 90 on the ASVAB. My recruiter, they bussed us out to the big city, and we took it at the big city. And then on the way back, my recruiter calls me and he's like, dude, you got a 90. And I'm like, okay, is that good? And he's like, yeah, that's freaking great. I was like, okay, cool. Thank you. And he didn't call me. He called, I didn't even have a cell phone at the time because it was way back in the day. He called the guy that was driving, the other recruiter that was bussing us back. He stayed back to get our scores. And then I was in there with some redneck kid. I mean, I don't have anything against rednecks, but he was super redneck because he had like a super freaking accent. And he was like, oh, what they want to call you about? And I was like, oh, he was telling me what I got on the ASVAB. And he was like, well, what'd you get? And I said, I got a 90. He's like, holy cow, man. First time I took it, I got a 48. And I'm like, oh. Okay. Darn it. Like, I didn't want to say, oh, cool, you know. What do you say to that? That sucks. That's fucking terrible. Sorry. I wish I lived in the Woodlands-ish. I moved up to the north side of town, and I live across the street from my freaking 8th grade principal and across the street from the district attorney who was in the courtroom whenever I got sentenced. And what I found is south side of my town is the poor side of town. The north side of town is the rich side of town. I've always known that. But I found when you come to the rich side of town, maybe I don't fit in properly. Maybe that's it. But neighbors are a lot less friendly on the rich side of town. That's what I've noticed. I don't like this neighborhood at all, I'm not gonna lie. And I live in the nice neighborhood. I thought I was gonna be like, you know, loving it. And nope, I don't fit in here. I don't belong here. I'm gonna fix this house up and sell it and get the hell out of here. Because this is, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, what's that movie? Pleasantville. It's kind of like Pleasantville. That's what it reminds me of. Have you ever seen that movie, Pleasantville? That's actually really good. I haven't seen that in so long. It's a really old movie. They go to a black and white world. Open your mind, Mr. Tips. Bro, I've opened my mind a lot. Like a lot. Oh man, if you haven't seen the movie Pleasantville, you gotta check that out. Maybe it's not as good as I remember, because I watched it when I was really young, but it's about these people who watch this TV show called Pleasantville, and it's a black and white TV show. Then one day they wake up and they're in the freaking TV show and they are black and white. Everything that they see in their skin is black and white. And then I can't remember what they do. They do something and they bring color into the town. And it might have a lot of propaganda in it, but you know, subliminal messages. If you watch Life, yeah, if it has Bernie Mac in it, I'll watch it. I may have seen it before, I just don't remember it. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I was already planning on checking that out because you guys talked about it. I've been a tinfoil hat too long, yeah. I am too, bro. I just started to recognize it one day, and I can't believe how much of it was poured down our throats in grade school. I don't know how old you are. I'm 35. Yeah, 35 still. And when I was in grade school, man, now when I think back, yeah. They lied to us about a lot. Victors write history. History is written by the victors. Your English is fine, dude. It's all good. Where are you at, Mr. Ish? Thank you, Mr. Mame. Mr. Name is Macho. He is nice. No, I'm just a regular guy. I think he's just complimenting you. Yeah, they are. They are hard. All right, brother. I'll see ya. Automation engineer, KXPR Music. I remember you. You gave me a donation one time. You're awesome. Wow, coconut water or something. You can grab my wallet. Huh? Okay. You can use my debit card. Just don't go over like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. Yeah, give me energy drink for tomorrow. All right. I've only had one baked potato today. And a couple protein shakes, so I'll probably have one more baked potato. All right, it's just another thing, take up space. Buy a little rolling cabinet with it. Oh man, that smells good. Whatever she's making in there. I think he said BRB earlier. He had to go somewhere. All right, I'm tired. I'm just gonna finish off with this thing because I got it and I want to use it. I don't think I need the gloves on for this. Oh, buddy, I've been watching your videos. Last night I had it while I was sleeping. LA's pretty cool. Hybrid's cool too. Hybrid's 11 years old. Oh, what the hell is this? What the I didn't like that. I wish it would just stick to the playlist. Instrumentals only. That's more like it. All right, hybrid. I'll see you, buddy. All right, 20 likes. Not 20 push-ups. I'll probably just do pull-ups again. 20 likes, 20 pull-ups. We're getting to the end of the stream. I always do either pull-ups or push-ups for each like. So I appreciate you hanging out with me while I did my workout. I'm 178 still. I've been 178 for a couple weeks now. I got all the way down to 173 and I've been all the way up to 182. But we're still going down, and I think that we're looking better still, even though the scale is staying the same. So let's get 20 pull-ups done. Or is there 21 likes? There's probably 21 likes. I'll do 21 pull-ups just in case. I usually lag behind 1 on my screen. Oh, that's 17. So we have 4 more to do. All right. Supper's done. I need to take a shower and eat food. So we got 17 done. We got 4 more to make 21. Cheer me on. Do that. Do that in the comments or the chat or whatever it's called. Okay, 4 left. Oh, now I get to go relax. I think it's a very good idea to work out and work out hard, because then you know what it's like to really, really relax. Thank you, A. Jordan. I'm done. I'm done for the day. I appreciate everybody who's still here, everybody who hung out. I'm done. Love you all. Make sure you get your rest. Don't be like me and stay up till 10:45 p.m. playing Kenshi, because I'll probably do that again tonight. But I'm gonna be in bed by 10 at the latest. All right, I promise. You promise me, get in bed by 9, asleep by 10, awake by 6, 7 if you're a girl. They need more sleep. It's science. You know, try to hang loose in there. Doesn't have to be super strict. Nobody's perfect. All right, guys. Thank you. Love you guys. I'll see you.